Welcome into CHGO Bets Daily, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Download the app today and use promo code CHGO when you sign up. Welcome into a remote version of CHGO Bets Daily. I'm your host, Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. You can follow the Bets account on Twitter at CHGO_Bets. No Cody Delmendo today. We are very, very sad to be without him, but something came up. Hey, life happens, and Cody had to.
So we get your twin.
We get Law Dog, and apparently we are wearing the same clothes. How was Costco?
The Costco was nice this morning. I needed to get gas in the car, so I shot over there around 9:45. Before Costco opens, zip into there, get the gas real fast, and then I decided, you know what? I need some milk for my child. So we're going to run into the Costco. Got like 5 items. Got some booch for the wife. Got some iced teas, Arnold Palmer's for my parents when they fly in this week. Croissants for me. And in and out of there in about 20 minutes at most.
No hot dog, though. And that's why we're not twins. If we were true twins, you'd be holding a hot dog and a drink for $1.50.
It was 10 after 10. And I thought,
Had you have eaten breakfast at that point?
Oh, yeah. I had a delicious bagel this morning. Okay. So that was cool. What's up to James Orlando? Look at that.
We give him a shout out because he had the home run parlay. He could have in some way. I think in some amalgamation. I think no wait, I did only hit one home run.
Well, I know one guy that didn't hit a homer yesterday. Thanks a lot, and that would be Josh Lowe or Lau or however the hell you say his name. Yeah. But he didn't hit one very high. He hit it very low. So
okay, that's very fair. The Rays scoring 1 run in 18 innings over against the Cub. I'm shocked by that. I mean that's
it's not great. It is
insane.
Not great.
I mean, that's what I mainly lost money on. I took Cubs -1.5. I took Rays money line live. I took 2 of their players to homer, and none of that happened. Craig's asking about a sweep. Let's get into the hit parlay. Since Cody's not here,
we'll do this for Cody.
Let's hit the Rays and Cubs first. And shout out to Lawrence for jumping on too. At +270, got the classic Cody hit parlay, and you can boost this as well. I do think he boosts this using the MLB same game parlay boost. I'm not using that, but we are giving you 3 boostable DraftKings boostable props today. All right, so Cody's going to give you one for the same game parlay. I'll give you one for the 50% boost as well, and then we also have the no sweat Wednesday bet, which we'll share later. But
I love no sweat Wednesdays, even though it's 95 degrees here in Chicago and it's actually a sweaty day.
I have a hot take, and we'll get to the no sweat stuff in a sec. I do like it. I'm not complaining. But here's Cody's hit parlay. Rays at Cubs. Yandy Diaz to record a hit for the Rays. Dansby Swanson to record a hit for the Cub. And Mike Talkamania to record a hit for the Cubs.
Is it Touch? How the hell do you say that guy's name? I know he's local. I
don't know.
Pay attention.
I had a small, be it fan club of Mike Talkman when he was with the Yankees, and we called ourselves Talkamaniacs. I'd really never looked to figure out the right way. Okay. It never really crossed my mind or my conscience to make sure that I'm pronouncing Mike Talkman's name right. But we hope he gets a hit tonight.
Yes,
and
just one.
This hit parlay hits. So shout out to Cody, and maybe it won't be a sweep, but we're not looking for sweeps. We're looking for hits. I would just avoid this game completely because yesterday I thought there's no way the Rays could lose to the Cubs. And there is a way that they could lose to the Cubs. But then the moment I bet on the Rays to win or the Cubs to win or whatever, the opposite's happening. So
Justin Steele on the mound for the Cubs.
Right. And Eflin, who's really decent as well for the Rays.
Yeah, it is sort of a tough call there. Rays have lost 4 in a row on the road now. But, they do have the best record in baseball. So are we really going to trust the Cubs to win 3 straight? The Cubs have only scored 3 runs in the 2 games.
Well, and that's the thing.
If Steele, flutters or has a problem again today.
I asked Jared about the Cubs bullpen, and he was like, it's not that good. There's not really anyone you could trust. And I know the one guy, shockingly, that you can trust this year is Mark Leiter Jr., and they just used him yesterday.
Yeah.
So,
and Alzolay went 2 innings as well. So.
Right. That's a great point. Yeah. Okay. No to a Cubs sweep. All right. There's your answer, Craig. We're taking Rays money line.
And also he did, Justin Steele did get lit up last time out. I know that he's had a great year, but that, the Reds game, oof,
Yeah.
10 hits in 3 2/3, 5 earned.
I'm a little less worried about that just because the Rays are so power oriented where, the Reds have seen Steele a couple of times. You look at Steele, and I mean, he's only given up a home run in one start, and he gave up 2 against the Dodgers. So I would say no sweep with Edward, but I will say that he doesn't give up a homer. I think it's probably take the under, though, even though the thing with the weather is saying, hey, take the over. I don't think that Eflin gets touched up, and I don't think Steele gets touched up. And really, the Rays thrive on home runs. I don't think we see that today. So
all right.
I would take Rays money line and under, and don't parlay those, Lawrence.
I just love that plus money, Sean. I love the plus money.
You know what you like when your bank account goes up? When you win bets, people. I get it's what we said for a year and a half. I was a bad better for a year and a half. I'm a better when I'm just trying to win the damn bets.
Better.
Yeah,
last night I missed out on the Braves because they were playing the A's and now they've lost 2 straight. Do I have to ride that again today? Because, I mean, can the A's sweep the Braves? Is this really going to happen?
Anything is possible.
I mean,
anything is possible.
The A's have now won 2 straight against the Atlanta Braves.
I say no just because Caprillion gives up a decent amount of homers. I do like the Olsen single. No, there's no twins involved. I guess he's Elizabeth. Elizabeth.
He's the Elizabeth of the Olsens. Yes.
So yeah, I like Matt Olson to homer today. But I don't know. That's the thing is like in these situations, I guess that's why people find baseball so difficult to bet is that the Braves just probably don't give a shit and they're in Oakland and they probably just don't care. I mean, that's probably the reason why they're losing these games to Oakland. So like everything logically says the Braves should win, but
I guess
maybe my money on it.
Maybe they're crossing the Bay Bridge during the day and going to get La Taqueria, get some delicious mission style burritos, and then they're just playing a little bit full in the evenings. I don't know, but shout out to you for the tip on the Yankees and Mariners last night. I did hit that the over 7 runs, and I had boosted that to plus 125, so plus money. Good job, me. And then I did the over 7.5 with an Aaron Judge hit, which it took till the 7th inning, but he did it, and that was plus 165. So that one made a couple more bucks. So shout out to those guys.
Oh yeah, and shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook. Let's get into my MLB bets. We'll talk about all the lovely boost. Obviously, Cody's giving you the same game parlay boost, and it's really the more legs you add, you can get more of a boost. But 3 legs, I think you get up 20%.
20%, yeah, 20%, which I don't mind that.
Yeah, no, I mean, any boost is welcome. If you're making a bet, if it could be boosted, why not? So shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook in America. I've been also loving the no sweat same game parlay X. Haven't hit one yet, but it will be nice. I was 1K away from Yusei Kikuchi from hitting it. Pissed.
Yeah, I do like it as you do like 2-leg and 2-leg. You're right there.
And you can just make it simple, like I just want this team to win and, Johnny Bats to get a hit. I love Johnny Bats.
Johnny Bats, he has been on a heater. I'll say that.
He's been on a heater. All right, let's get into the actual bets today, but make sure you're downloading the DraftKings Sportsbook app using code CHGO when you sign up. All right, MLB bets today. I am rolling with the Rangers. That is going to be the first game that starts out of the games that I'm betting today. They are taking on the Tigers in Detroit Rock City. That's at 1:05 p.m. For that game. I really do like the Rangers versus a lefty. I'm excited for them to take on Joey Wentz, and usually they get out to a big start and hit lefties hard. So I think with our guy Dane Dunning on the bump too, he's trying to win a roster spot. And I think pitching in that park as a ground ball pitcher and against this lineup, as long as Dane Dunning's able to keep it down, I like the Rangers to, I think the word is mollywop.
Oh, yes.
Mollywop, the good old Detroit Tiger.
Just get it Dunning, Dane.
Yeah, there you go. That's my no sweat. So I'm putting up to $15 down on the no sweat MLB bet. And I am just hoping the Rangers win by 2 or more runs. And we'll cash that at plus 100. Next up, we're gonna
I mean, if you're saying mollywop, can we boost that to 2.5 runs and then you know me, I like to get a little extra money in there.
I don't really like betting on a team getting a run and a half. So the fact that you're playing with 2.5 runs, I would just say
I might do
stay
it to
away.
the Braves again today. I've done it 2 days in a row. I mean, just win by 3.5. Damn it, let's go.
Yeah, I'm staying away from that one.
All right,
I'm
fine.
fading you.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll go to the next game. Angels White Sox. This is where I'm going to use my 50% boost. I want to bet on Andrew Benintendi in some way.
Your guy.
My guy. Batting second. And he, you pay him $75 million for this guy to bat second, 269, 327, 376. Ooh, OPS is 703. The one thing that I do notice, though, when he scores runs, he's usually batting in the third spot, 7 runs in 7 games when he's batting third. However, he's played the most games when he's batting second, scored 14 runs in that slot, going up against a righty. And I would likely assume righties for the most part coming out of the pen for the Angels. I think Benintendi is going to get the best chance to get on base. I don't know if it's going to be a single, but you try to bet him to get a single. It's at -165. You even try to use the 50% boost that gets at -114. I don't love that. Total bases, he might walk. I'm not really sure. Again, I'm betting on a guy with no power to get over 1.5 total bases. I think he gets on base, and I think the White Sox drive him in at some point. I mean, he has at least been able to get on base with a hit, a walk, and I think the White Sox drive him in. I'm not really sure what the score is, but
so your bet is what then? Your bet's going to be
over a half run for Andrew Benintendi, but using the 50% MLB boost, I get it up to +142. Okay. So we are betting Andrew Benintendi to score a run at +142 using the 50% MLB boost. And I think that's it for my MLB bets. Yeah.
All right. Any home run props you're gonna shout out today, and I'll tell you again because I just can't help myself.
It's too early at this point. Okay. I do think that I'm not sure. Rangers Tigers. If there's a player I'd lean, it would be Josh Jung. I see James in the chat. He's saying JD Martinez and Shohei Ohtani to homer.
Yeah. Oh man, Shohei last night. Whew,
right. I don't think he's getting to pitch that pretty. I mean, that was that's just on a tee for him. I would really be surprised if Lance throws him anything that is that hittable. I really don't know where to lean. Lance has given up a ton of homers, so it's not crazy to bet on him to give up a homer. I thought Matt Thias, what's the first baseman's name? The lefty.
THAISS. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I thought of him just because I'm picturing Vinny Pasquantino, Thias. Matt Thias. I'm picturing Vinny Pasquantino taking Lance deep. It's pretty warm again here in Chicago, so it's not like wrong to bet on a homer. I really just don't have a good call. I do like the JD Martinez one though. Patrick Corbin on the bump for the Nationals. Dodgers taking on the Nationals. I wouldn't even be opposed to betting a National to take Noah Syndergaard deep, but JD Martinez really just seems to still have that swing, that homer swing. Still has that really heavy ass bat that he just drags through the zone. And Patrick Corbin isn't really throwing fast. I know Corbin's been okay in the past couple of games, but I really do think that there's regression for that guy coming. So I will say, I'll say JD Martinez to homer. And then, of course, I see Mitch Keller on the bump. He throws fast. My guy Michael Conforto likes to hit fastballs. Michael Conforto to homer is at +800. What?
Well,
+800?
I mean, it's how many homers does he hit at Pac Bell, AT&T, whatever the hell they call it these days, Park?
I don't know, but I somehow have a $10 bonus bet. So
hey, if it's a bonus bet,
+800, there's your bet.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. He's hit a couple at
the Polar Bear. The Polar Bears hit 5 homers off of Aaron Nola. I see that's a big number. He's had 46 plate appearances, 15 for 43. That's good enough for 349 average. 767 slug. That's a name you might want to think about.
Peter is at +370. I like it.
Okay.
So I would say Pete Alonso Michael Conforto, JD Martinez are homer leans.
Okay.
But I don't have any official. The only one I actually bet was Conforto because I don't know where I got that $10 bonus bet, and I'm betting it before it goes away.
Yeah, Trout has taken Lance Lynn deep twice in his career, but his average is only 214 against them and 429 slug. So that's a hot or cold situation there.
I don't know if I die to like bet on past performances a ton.
Okay, fine.
I do get it. But like Miguel Rojas, that's an interesting one. He's taken Patrick Corbin deep 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
So like maybe that's an interesting one just because like, you know, you'll get decent money. But hey, I mean, even Alonso at plus 370, I don't know why I'm complaining. All right, Lawrence, let's get into
what do we got?
Our game. Tater, I can't answer that question. Why is Horner in DH and Masterboni playing second? What the fuck is this? I don't know. I'm not a Cub guy. Do we have Edward's asking if we wrote the picks down. We have the soccer picks, right?
We have the soccer picks. You want to see the soccer picks?
Yeah, we don't have the MLB
your
ones.
Baseball ones I did not do. They were kind of just
okay.
random, and I just kind of skipped that. But here
Edward,
is.
If you follow me on Twitter, I'll tweet them out right after the show at Sean_W_Anderson, and then let me know if you're not on Twitter, and I'll write them in the chat or whatever. AS Roma versus Sevilla. This is for the Europa League. This is one game. They've played all of the legs, all of the aggregate games, whatever. And this is just one game for the trophy. And DraftKings Sportsbook, all the sportsbooks really aren't sure who the hell is going to win this game. You look at to win the trophy. Most of these places are at AS Roma at minus 120 and Sevilla at minus 110, telling you they have no clue who's winning this game.
Yeah, meaningless game, so therefore they don't care.
Well, it's not meaningless. Meaningless is pretty tough because if they win, they get into the Champions League.
So do they get into the Champions League or the Europa League? Is this the Europa Conference?
They're in the Europa League. So I had that wrong. Europa Conference is where West Ham is playing.
Yikes.
Or West Ham had played. I don't know if West Ham finished that leg. I honestly did not pay attention to.
Okay, so this is the Europa League final. Okay. So yes, this is for Champions League automatic bid.
West Ham is playing Fiorentina on the 7th.
Hey,
Fiorentina in the Conference League. So this is for the Europa League. So this is to get into the actual Champions League. And I'm pretty sure the reason why Roma and Mourinho are here is because they won the Conference League last year. So I think he just won the Conference League and is now laddered up to the Europa League and is now going to ladder himself up to the Champions League because he's winning this fucking game.
You can't bet against Jose Mourinho in a cup final. You just can't do it.
What is he? Lawrence, what's his record?
I hate him. I don't know. I don't care. It's good.
Yeah. In champion situations like this, whether it be the Champions League, whether it be the Europa League, whether it be the Europa Conference League, he's not lost. Yeah. And I know most people will bring up Sevilla as a club 6-0 in the same type of situations, but I would rather bet on one single person doing their job over and over again than what happened in 2005 or 7 or 11, when Sevilla won these titles. Jose Mourinho is
Unai Emery was the guy. Yeah, Unai Emery was the guy for Sevilla back in the day, and then he went to Arsenal and was terrible.
Well, you want to know something? Can you name the manager for Sevilla?
No.
Well, you'd have 3 chances to because they've had 3 managers this year.
Okay.
So I don't know. Like you're telling me that Sevilla, who has gotten here because Man U put 2 own goals into their net. I really don't think that Sevilla is going to be lifting this title. I am betting on Mourinho. I am betting on expected goals. Roma has been a team that has dominated. Where do they play? And it's not La Liga, right? They play in
Serie A.
Serie A. In Serie A, I think they're top 3rd in expected goals. You look at Sevilla. I think they're where the hell are they? They're La Liga, right?
Sevilla, yes, they're in Spain.
They're Spanish.
Yeah.
They're like bottom of the table when it comes to expected goals, and that is for their actual league play. But you're giving me Mourinho. I'm taking AS Roma to win either half. That is my bonus bet that I have from yesterday's No Sweat X parlay not hitting. So at plus 100, if it wins, we win $15. Roma just needs to win either half. I mean, they can lose the first half 1-0 and then score the equalizer and win that half, put it into 90 minutes.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. You know,
And
I mean, they can get
is
off to a
that
1
plus
nothing.
100. Is that boosted at all, or is that the number?
Which one?
The plus 100, is that boosted at all?
Plus 100 is not boosted. This is just using my bonus bet. Them to win either the first or second half. They don't even have to win the game. They can, you know, lose the game 2-0 in the first half and then score 1 and outscore them 1-0 in the second half. This bet cashes. So I like that Mourinho's at least going to be able to put his team in a winning situation at least once. They've won a lot of different halves this year. And I think, especially in this league, I think that continues. And then, you know, I could go, I have another $5 bonus bet. I could just go, hey, you know, Roma on the money line at plus 175, or we could, you know, give the people a little long shot at plus 525, Roma to win 1-0. I don't think there's going to be any goals in this game, really. I think that, honestly, Roma might score in the first 15 minutes and then park the old bus. I don't see this being an electric game. I know that in the past, Sevilla has won games like this 5-3, but with 3 different managers this year, really poor expected numbers going up against Jose Mourinho. I think he does the Jose Mourinho thing, and that's, you know, shutting people down. And I see a 1-0 game.
Park the bus and play boring football. So here's the deal. Place your bets on this game and then don't watch it, because it's going to be a boring match. And then
I have to watch the White Sox
check back at 4:00. Yeah, watch the White Sox.
Right. So there you go. Shout out to Lawrence. Lawrence is a soccer expert. Lawrence is, I mean, you see the Arsenal behind him.
Yes.
Did they win Champions League?
You know what? They're in the Champions League. They won the Premier League minus the team that is just doing their own financials and just, you know, a bunch of robots and a machine, basically. So
they came in second?
Yeah, 9 points clear of the rest of the field. I'm going to take that as a happy season for us. So I'm excited for next year.
You should be. I'm not trying to say you shouldn't be excited for next year. I'm just saying.
Technically speaking, had Arsenal
lost to Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, well, had Arsenal beaten Manchester City in one of those 2 matchups, if you look at the numbers, they would have 87 points and City would have 86. Now, let's just not talk about the fact that City rested their guys the last 2 matches and didn't have to do anything. But whatever. I'll take it, you know?
Well, and hey, you know, I mean, it's not like they lost an aggregate 7-2 to Man City this year. You know, it's not like, you know, they got smoked. So,
yeah, again, they're a machine. They're a machine. They don't play by the rules. They have their own rules. So, you know, whatever. I don't care about them. I knew from last August, I knew that they were going to win the league. So
the one bet that I wasn't into Prem before, and we'll get out of here because now we're over 20 minutes. I mean, Cody's not even here and we're still rambling. People had Haaland to lead the Prem in goals, and it's like it was at like literally like 10-1, and it's like, oh, that's juicy.
There was a viral video at the start of the season of a guy saying, Haaland, he won't even score 15 goals or something like that. And that guy, I mean, that was like in October, he had already
that was 25 goals ago. Anyways, that's Lawrence Benedetto. You can follow him on Twitter at Law on the Draw. Oh, you're all fine, Tater. It's okay. I didn't mean that in a bad way. We love you. We love all the Cubs fans. And hey, Edward, I'll write those picks in the chat. So there you go. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. Shout out to Cody Delmendo. He'll be back tomorrow when we do more bets at 11 a.m. Talk to you then when we're millionaires. Bye.